Oh, hello. Welcome to today's Decay, celebrating births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. November 12th edition. All day. I could have sworn I did this one last year, or perhaps the year before, but I couldn't find it, so here we are. Doing it today, this year. In history, 1909, today, Booker White was born, who is a really awesome blues musician. Mississippi Aberdeen blues, Delta blues stuff with like a steel guitar, and he's doing all this stuff that's got this rhythm to it that to me just sounds like he's almost like doing a guitar what eventually Willie Dixon does on upright bass, all of which eventually becomes psychobilly. It's not really true, but I'm connecting my own dots here as a non-musician and projecting. Lots and lots of projecting. Meanwhile, Booker White, you know what you can project is the film Devil Got My Woman, which is a DVD collection of Alan Lomax's recordings, where in the early 60s, I want to say, he replicated a original 20s, 30s juke joint with Booker White, Howlin' Wolf, Skip James, Son House, and had all these guys like come together and do what they would have done when they were like just getting started, as a way to like mark for history, for time immemorial, like, you know, what life was like before we had readily available recording technology. You know, it's quite good. Son House gets quite drunk. Howlin' Wolf puts him in his place, and Booker White shines. Yeah. So there you go, Booker White, 1909, today. Ernie Anderson, born today in 1923, better known as Cleveland's own horror host, Ghoulardi. Stay sick, turn blue, on the day of his birth. Hugh Gray, who on first look, I was like, is that the bass player of The Damned in the Black Album? No, it's not. Hugh Gray is took the first known photograph today, in 1933, of the Loch Ness Monster. I present to you without any further comment. Yeah. Just enough to whet your appetite to look into it further. What else? 1943, today, Valerie Leon was born, who was a Hammer horror heroine, scream queen, featured in Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, which is kind of like a favorite of mine, I guess. I mean, this is not a great movie, but there's still something appealing to it. And 1966, today, the Mothman was first sighted in Clendening, West Virginia. Which, you know, he looks nothing like a Mothman. It was like, this is 66, so we're in the middle of Batman mania. Nope, didn't say that right. Batman mania? Whatever, you know what I mean. It's like the 60s Batman show is like, you know, all the rage. And so they basically like, much like how Jack the Ripper was like presented and defined by the media, so was this cryptid? No. Cryptid. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, interesting, fascinating stuff, and that is that. Till tomorrow. Goodbye.